Hello dear viewers, a very warm welcome to our channel. It's very good to have you here. In this video, we are going to have a look at all you need to know about car spoilers. The term spoiler is very literal. It spoils the airflow. A spoiler's primary job is to manage the airflow over the vehicle, under the vehicle, or around the vehicle to improve its performance and stability. It does this basically in two main ways. One is reducing lift. The other is increasing downforce. As a car moves at high speed, airflow over the curved top travels faster than the air underneath, creating a pressure difference. This is the same principle that allows airplane wing to generate lift in a car. This lift reduces downforce on the tires, leading to less grip and a floating, unstable feeling. So the car will not sprint if the tires are not gripping. If there is no downforce pushing the tires to grip the road, the vehicle will not sprint forward as required. So a spoiler spoils this smooth airflow on top of the car, disrupting the lift generating effect and pressing the rear of the car down. More advanced spoilers, often called wings, are designed like an upside-down airplane wing. They are shaped to force air upward, which in turn pushes the car down onto the road. This increases downward force. And when downward force is increased, grip is increased. More grip on the road allows for higher cornering speed, better traction under acceleration, and improved braking performance. So that is very crucial. That is why we need spoilers. The key difference between spoilers and wing is that while the terms are sometimes used interchangeably, spoilers spoil or disrupt unwanted airflow. It's typically mounted directly on the trunk lid or air hatch. But when it comes to wind, this actively generates downforce by channeling air. It's mounted usually on the back of the vehicle, on the pedestals above the trunk lid, allowing air to flow both above and below it as well. There are different types of spoilers that are used. There is lip spoiler, for example. This is a small, low-profile spoiler that extends slightly from the edge of the trunk or hatch, and it is usually used on street cars. It reduces lift and it will give you a sporty look to your vehicle as well. And there is another type called the pedestal spoiler type. This is a large spoiler that sits on the base, on the pedestal, on the trunk lid. This offers more surface area. And there is a wing type, which is mounted away from the body of the car and the most effective one at generating downforce. This is usually used on racing cars or high-performance vehicles as well. And roof spoilers are sometimes there. Roof spoilers are mounted on top or rear of the vehicle cabin. These are common on hatchbacks and SUVs. And there are also ducktail spoilers. This is a classic, elegant style that curve upward and outward, resembling a ducktail. And finally, there is a gurney flap type. This is a simple, small vertical lip that is added to the trailing edge of a wing or spoiler. This is a very cheap and highly effective upgrade. This is usually used on racing cars. So these are the different types. Now, let's have a look at pros and cons of a spoiler. There are advantages and there are disadvantages to using spoilers. Let's begin from the advantage. What are the advantages? Well, it will have improved high-speed stability. When a spoiler is installed on your vehicle, your car will have improved high-speed stability. This is the main benefit. At highway speed and beyond, the car feels more planted and secure. And it will enhance traction as well. Increased downforce push the tire onto the pavement, onto the road, improving grip during acceleration and cornering. This is also very beneficial. And when you have spoilers, you have better braking. More downward force means more mechanical grip is there. This can lead to a slightly improved braking performance, especially at high speed. And aesthetics. For many, a spoiler completes the sporty or aggressive look of a car. So it is good to have a look at a vehicle with a spoiler than one without it. And also there is some benefit on resale value. A factory optional or well integrated spoiler on performance model can increase desirability and value. So these are some of the advantages. Let's go ahead and look at the disadvantages. One disadvantage is there is increased drag. Spoilers, especially large wings, they disrupt airflow that will create drag, and this can lead to reduced fuel economy and lower top speed. And when you are including spoiler on your vehicle, you are adding additional weight. So while usually minimum, it can still increase weight of the vehicle. It has some extra mass and potential for poor performance also. Cheap and non-aerodynamically designed spoilers from internet or from some local manufacturer can actually hurt your engine performance, your vehicle performance, creating turbulence without any benefit. So unstudied, unapproved spoilers can have negative effects on vehicle performance. Cost-wise also, that is also a disadvantage. A quality spoiler, especially one requiring professional painting and installation, can be a little bit expensive. Drilling and commitment is also required. Most spoilers require drilling holes in your trunk or hatch. This is a permanent modification that can lead to rust or water leaks if it is done incorrectly. And adding large non-functional wing to a lower power economy car is often criticized as being poorly for show. So sometimes that have some kind of stigma associated with it. So these are some of the disadvantages. Now let's have a look at some key consideration before buying a vehicle with a spoiler or before installing spoiler on your vehicle. Let's focus on the purpose of your car. Why do you need the vehicle for? Are you a daily driver? Are you a truck driver? Or you need a show car? Well, a small lip spoiler is great compromise for a slightly sportier look and minor stability improvement without hurting fuel economy if you are a daily driver. If you have a truck driver, a functional adjustable wing is worthwhile investment for serious performance gain. And if you have a show car that you want to show around, aesthetic is the primary concern. So choose a style that complements the car lines. This is some key point to be considered when deciding to go for a spoiler or not. And when it comes to material, some spoilers are constructed from ABS plastic. Common, this is affordable and easy to paint. Some of them are constructed from carbon fiber. This is a lightweight, strong, and has high performance aesthetic. It's a little bit expensive. And there is also a fiberglass option. This is often used custom parts. It can be brittle sometimes. When it comes to your vehicle, usually it is bolted on. This requires drilling and the most secure method, but it is a permanent one. You can bolt it down on the trunk or on the hatch. And sometimes there are people using adhesive or double-sided tape. Common for lip spoiler, no drilling is required, but must be applied perfectly to avoid it flying off at high speed. So the bolt one is a very rugged, tough installation. Adhesive comes next to that. And there is a function and fashion associated to these spoilers. Be honest with yourselves. Are you actually buying it for performance or for looks? This will guide the choice of your spoiler significantly. And some unfounded remarks regarding spoilers as well. Some myths are there. For example, there are people who say spoilers push the car down by catching air like a parachute. This is not true. While this is a component, the science is more about pressure management. Wings create downforce through aerodynamic principles, not just by being a physical barrier to the airflow. The other wrong notation is some people say all spoilers improve car performance. But actually, poorly designed and incorrectly placed spoiler can increase drag. It can increase lift, making the car slower and less stable, especially at high speed. And some people say spoilers are only for race cars. That is not true. Even street cars can be benefited from reduced lift at high speed. If you are driving at highway speed, why not? leading to a more confident and stable feel, especially if there is crosswind. So that is all you need to consider when planning to purchase a vehicle with a spoiler, or when planning to install a spoiler on your vehicle. So a spoiler is far more than just a cosmetic accessory. On the right car and for the right purpose, it is a critical performance component. However, for the average driver, the benefits on the street are often minimal, and the aesthetic appeal is the primary motivator. So before you buy, always ask, is this the right tool for the job? Is it quality parts that will actually help my car? Does it really match my vehicle? Does it improve performance? You have to ask around. And this video is there to guide you when you need to really understand car spoilers. Well, we have looked at the benefits. We have looked at some disadvantages associated with having a spoiler and some of the different types and different configurations. Well, that is all we have for you in this video regarding all of the things that you need to know about your car spoilers. If you like this video, please smash the like button. If you are new to this channel, do consider subscribing, turn on notifications so that you will be the first to get notified whenever we come up with another video. Until then, stay safe.